Hey everyone, welcome back to Stirlingshire Homestead. This is the first video that I'm going to actually address that we did a name change. We felt that it was important to keep the Stirlingshire portion, and instead of calling all of our episodes Da Land and then having a subtitle, it made no sense. We're just going to make all the titles the way we want them now. But it was a change that we think is hopefully for the better, and it also makes our YouTube channel a lot easier to look up. So if you're looking us up in the future, it's Stirlingshire Homestead now. And we're going to hopefully change our Facebook page to that as well, for those of you who are on that. Anyway, we're in the middle of a project right now. That is hopefully our new ramp for the shed. We're debating on whether or not we're going to dig out this whole section or just where the bricks are. We're kind of thinking the whole section is going to be easiest. And when we start putting decking on this thing, I'll give you guys a little bit more of an update on it. But that's what we did. We measured everything off of the edge of the sill or the plate and down to that where we wanted the height to be, and cut our angles with a level and a square. And looks pretty good. We just gotta figure out how we're gonna level it out on the bottom side now. So we'll see you back in a few. Okay, welcome back. So we got our ramp hooked up to the shed, and you can see I left a couple extra screws in there, but there are quite a few that I put in, so it's sturdy. Now we're just digging out all the dirt that's touching, and then after that we'll get our blocks underneath, level it out, and then put the decking on it. Digging is hard. It is not Maddie or I's strong suit. And part of the issue is every time you try and get underneath, as you just saw there are things in the way, i.e. the planks or the supports. So hopefully we'll knock this out yet today. But I wanted to give you guys an update and kind of show you where we're at. We're getting there. And eventually those deck planks will go on top. See you back in a bit. Okay, welcome back. Got all our footings in place, leveled them all out so they're looking nice. Leveled them against the shed and squared them up. And we put our first plank in. Look at how nice this sits here. Right flush with that sill. If I open this door, look at this. Wow. And then watch that brush. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now it's just a matter of putting a bunch of decking on, grading out the bottom here with a little bit of sand, and then we are set. And our ramp will be done. So in case you guys are wondering, so our door is 6 feet wide. Our ramp is just a tiny little bit less than that. And we kind of offset it just a little bit. And I didn't realize that until now, but that's okay. It's slightly offset. So this side is a little bit out. It actually works to our advantage. And this side's a little bit past, if that makes sense. The other side's in, this side's a little bit past. And that's okay. That's better that way anyway, because we want to be able to get in and get that door braced and around all the way. So, we'll get back to you in a little bit here when we get that other section of decking on and finish this up. Last few screws. One more. And we are done for the day. Alright. Let me hop off of this thing now. And you can see what we did. All done now. Now that the camera's focused. So eventually we'll take some sand. I'll probably fill that in with a little bit of dirt tomorrow. But looks good. Nice work. The only thing that that I messed up, and thankfully I didn't mess this up too bad, I did not center this ramp on the doors. I'm off by about a ½ inch. You can see that. How over here, where those trim pieces come down, you can see about a ½ inch of trim. And on the other side, it's over by about a ½ inch. You can see that. At the end of the day, Is it going to change how the ramp functions? No, it will not.
It's just aesthetically doesn't look nice.
Just aesthetically looks a little weird, or a little off kilter. I don't care.
So he said.
So I say, I wish I could change it, but I was way too far in the process to even...
Yeah, but
halfway down the thing, like 7 boards in from the top, I was like, oh boy. Theoretically you could take the top 3 boards off and replace and put it exactly where we want, but there's no point, because now that it's all set and all the other boards are in, it's done and I don't want to move it. So the biggest test is going to be after I fill this in, seeing if we can get the lawnmower in there and hopefully the ATV without the ramp breaking. It shouldn't. Those are 2x6s and there's 4 of them and they're spaced on 24s. It's pretty solid and it's 1-inch decking. Don't know. Anyway, for those of you who watch, thank you very much. Please consider liking and subscribing if you like the content. And this is Isaac, that's Maddie, here at Sterling Shire Homestead, signing off.